Alright, YouTubers, I'm here with Francis Revels Bay. And a lot of you guys have had a lot of interest in my Power of 11's video and my experience with 11's. And I know Francis is a numerology man. He knows a lot about numerology. He's also a spiritual counselor of mine. And I thought it'd be great if I could get him to talk about the power of 11's. So, I've been seeing 11's all around. And I'm wondering, what's this connection? What could it be?
Okay.
And I started seeing them in just double, just 11. But now I see 111 or 4 ones. You know, a lot of things will come up to $11.11.
Right.
What's going on here?
Okay, well, first of all, the number 11 is we call in numerology a master number. Okay, now there are a series of master numbers. People call master numbers 11 through 99. I actually call it double zeros up to 99. So when you're looking at the master number 11, first of all, that shows up like that, that's talking about the harmonization between the divine principle of the feminine and the masculine gendered energies running through your body, which is, you might say, what the Chinese call the yin and the yang. So that's one aspect that's going on with you. Also, what's happening, the number 1 vibration is the solar energy, represents the sun that rules in the sign of Leo. And Leo by nature has the ability to control or at least come to an understanding of the 4 elements of nature. So what's going on also with you is that some part of you is tapping in to the fire, air, water, and earth elements inside your body. The universe or the divine mind is trying to remind you to stay balanced with the fire, air, and water systems in your body, which is at that point talking about the 4 parts, 4 elements. Now, the 4 elements within that 11 for you are talking about your spiritual mind, your mental mind, your emotional or psychic mind, and your material mind. And those are the 4 states of mind involving also respectively the 4 elements.
Right.
So when you're seeing that 11, double 11 like that come up, that's what's the root. That's the root of everything that's happening around you. Now if you saw 11 and 11, like a calendar month or a time, then that's also splitting now the divine feminine and divine masculine in the spiritual side as well as in the material side. So it's like, it was like split and then multiply, divide and multiply. So that's what's constantly going on, and every time you see it add up, it would be probably good for you to pay attention to the time in which you saw it and then the next time when you saw it again. And what you'll find is you might find, let's say, a certain number of days that you might see when those patterns and numbers come up, or a certain number of hours. So therefore what will happen is there's a certain rhythm that's going on with yourself, and the spirit or your higher self is downloading all that information into you.
Wow.
So you imagine when all these people on the planet going through the 11s, how many people are actually getting a remembrance. Because that's what it is. We're in the age of remembrance right now. Everybody's waking up.
You were saying these 4 different, the spiritual, the emotional, financial, the mental, all these different things within the elements themselves.
Right.
Do you think maybe there's certain, like maybe someone should focus more on the mental within that element?
Yeah. What they would do is at that point, right now, if you just see the 11s, the one way you can think of it, like in regular math, the 1 in the units column and then the 1 in the tens column. So right now people are dealing with the emotional part and the material part. When you see 3 ones, you have to deal with your mental, or you're already consciously dealing with your mental, your emotional, and your physical. You see 4 ones, then you're dealing with your spiritual. You know, that's what's going on.
And that's interesting, because some days I'll see the 2 ones, other days the 3 ones, some days the 4. And maybe then on those days that means I should focus on either the mental, emotional, or spiritual.
Right. And not too long ago someone asked me about, what if I saw a number like 211?
Yeah, I should definitely see that too.
You know, another way you can look at that would be 2 is the gift of partnership. So the element of the 11's inside all the partnerships that you're dealing with.
Oh, like in relationships.
In relationships, business
Okay.
relationships, your own partnership, spiritually with your guided energy.
Wow.
If it was 311 or in reverse, 113, it's still the same thing. Wherever that 2 or number is, that's a key point for you.
Wow. So how can people reach you?
Well, people can call me at 978-685-5978. That's my Skype number. If they have Skype, it's a free call for them.
Okay.
They can also email me at info@circleofgrace1.com. That's info at circleofgrace with a number 1 at the end.com.
And I just have to say myself, and I've gotten readings by many people, but the readings with you have been the best.
Well,
because I think a lot of people, they have the awareness, but they don't have the character.
Thank you.
But you have both.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Grace unto you.